And we're back, YouTube audience. Now we move to the channel pump room. Essentially, it's the halfway point of the dungeon.
What's all this?
And it's this part where...
I've come into a big chamber. There are what look like tanks everywhere.
That'll be the pump room. The pumps in there are used to draw water from the lake on the outside. You're not far from the outside now.
Gotcha. Thanks,
Not
Doc.
far, we're exactly halfway through. You're right, but once you're in the final dungeon, oh wait, you still have to build the garden. Yeah, you still have to build the garden. And the garden was always something I liked to build, but at the same time, it's the fact that you have to be pixel perfect with a lot of the stuff for building the garden. But that's for later. Way later. So it is easier to just save things and buy what you don't have in order to make up the difference later. Save what money you can. Yeah, and Flotsam can just fly now.
Flotsam.
And how are we today, Max? I'm quite proud of you for coming all this way through the sewers, you know. By the way, Max, I took the liberty of doing a little research on you. For someone like you, living in a big house with no wants or needs, don't you think it would be a waste if you threw your life away fighting us? How sad indeed would your dear sweet mother be?
What? What do you know about my mother?
What if I did know something?
I don't think he does.
Give me that red stone. I've got plenty to tell you. Well,
No way.
I love the voice. I just love the vocal direction for a lot of lines they give everyone in this game. Like they're just good. I just like the script. It's a good game on every fundamental level.
I guarantee. Take care of them, my darling Linda.
Yeah, you're 1 millimeter off. How dare you? Fix it this instant. You won't get those Giorama points. I love the fact that the first... God! Our first mini-boss is a goddamn elephant. Meanwhile, you can put things randomly everywhere else. As long as they're in, like, the ballpark of certain areas in other Giorama spaces, you can get away with mostly doing whatever you want, as long as you're following guidelines. With the garden, though, you need to be exact. And let me tell you, I have to have a guide on hand to be like, okay, this goes here, this goes there, those there. Every single time.
What? Max, you all right? It's me.
Cedric, you finally completed the ride pod.
Yep, I named it Steve. I'm still working out the bugs, but it's got plenty of punch.
Steve, the fucking... Goodbye. The fucking...
That's amazing, Cedric.
Just a big old robot.
My sweet Linda couldn't compete with this one. Oh, we got an ornery son of a gun here. Come back for more, huh? Take that. Huh? What the?
What's wrong?
Actually, I didn't finish that energy backpack yet. I don't think she can handle any more fighting for now.
Didn't have the internet, so I just went back and forth between those stupid pictures. Show you nothing. Pain. God, I did the same thing my first time through. Like, I actually had to, like... I didn't take pictures at the time, because I didn't have a camera to take pictures with. I had to sketch out, like, I sketched out, like, the general area to be like, okay, flowers here, path here, this thing goes there. I had to reverse engineer a map of the garden myself to figure out what went where. And honestly, I love it. I do like it when games do that kind of thing, where it's like, you kind of need to get a thing from outside the game to keep track of where things go. Like, one of my favorite things I've always done is, like, I've always liked the room games. Because those are some of the games that have actually required me the most to be able to, like, have something on hand to take notes with, draw symbols, figure shit out physically, and I love that.
Tell me, Cedric, why do you think those circus goons are after
A
this?
more grainy map on an already grainy PS2 game. Yeah? And especially playing it on an old school CRT. Where you have to, where there's the pixel bleeding and pixel blending with the CRT stuff, like, God, I miss that.
Definitely know something. I'll talk to Need and see if I can get anything out of him. Just don't let that pendant fall into their hands, no matter what.
I know. I won't give this up.
Danganronpa did that a lot. I've never played one myself. I did try and get through the first game with a few friends of mine, because we were just hanging out, going through it, experiencing it for the first time. We kind of fell off of doing it because we had other stuff that kept happening that cut into the time.
Yep.
Well, Cedric, how about letting me handle that?
You telling me.
And again, it was also mostly just one of our friends playing it because they'd already 100%ed everything and they just wanted us to experience it too. But you know, it was still fun. Wish we could go back and do that again.
Alrighty then. The job's yours.
All right.
You know, inventing stuff is pretty tough work. I'll show you how, Sonny, so you listen carefully.
Oh, I love this. I love the inventing stuff for Dark Cloud too.
Inventing something involves taking several
Yep.
and
Think.
ideas are, well, the building blocks for inventions. By combining the ideas inside your head, you can invent brand new stuff. Now here's some hints on making a milk can, pipes, and a belt. Now this is where things get tricky, see?
Alright.
Next, you gotta do some collecting. Here, use this camera. You can use it to capture stuff. First, press the square. Then you can capture whatever you see in the viewfinder. Use the left analog stick to control the direction. And to take a picture, just press the square button again. Pretty simple, huh?
And now we have the camera.
You better go take some pictures. You should be able to go get them.
And with the camera, let me just put it there. And we have this, the inside scoop memo. We are going to need that later. But for now, let's see, barrel, vacuum bag, cart, come on, I believe it was, delete all useless photos. this whole thing, this thing right here is probably one of my favorite things I've seen in a lot of games. Wait, this thing. The auto book reader. Now, we're not going to be able to get access to a specific thing yet. But now is the first time we get to actually properly explore Palm Brinks. Partially. We can explore half the town for now. About half the town. But for now, Cedric shop sign. We need pipes, and thankfully, pipes there. There's a belt on Blinkhorn's waist there. Police sign. We have many things to take pictures of. When I say many things, I mean, even now, if you know where to go, there's like 100 different things you can get pictures of for the idea stuff. And I'm not kidding. Like, we've already gotten 23 different things, right? 23 different things already. And we can get so many more. You never even need to come in here for anything other than some stuff for the ideas. Like, you never need to come in here for anything. All you need to come in here for is take a picture of the car. That is it. That is the only car in the game. That's all you need to do in there. Everything else is just take pictures of different things for different reasons. Alright. Like pumpkin. The mailbox. The traffic light. The weapons shop sign. The fucking trees. The manhole cover here. I think the bridge itself. Yeah. There's just so many things you can get pictures of. They can get pictures of these too. Nope. And guess what? There's even more. Down here in the weapons shop. Yeah, and occasionally you'll find these things. That pretty much that you are kind of meant to write these down for. There's nothing in the game that keeps track of them for you. Charging ram, tree, and grass. And you're probably wondering, Void, why are you taking all these pictures of all these things? Well, for various reasons. Reasons that will make sense later. But for now, trust the process. And now we can go to make for new invention. Now he said it was, let's see, it was pipe, milk can, and belt. And by mixing those together, but if we do something similar like this, see right there,
No good, huh?
something with 4 letters that starts with a T. Alright, we'll do belt, or barrel belt, and something that has 4 letters that starts with a T. We'll try tree. That gives us a...
Yeah, it works.
Now that you get the main thing for the energy pack that you can build, you also have, if you also know what to do, you can get a better, bigger energy pack built before you even bother with the first one. This one requires 20 scraps of hide, of which we only need 9, and 2 hunks of copper, whereas the energy pack barrel requires 10 rolling logs and another 19 scraps of metal on top of what we already have. But now, we can go talk to Cedric, let him know what we did, and he'll actually give us the funds for what we need. So we can just go to the shop and buy it.
Well, hot diggity. I do believe you did it, Max. That's my boy. Next, I'll tell you how to take the finished invention card. In order to make it, you're gonna need some materials. The materials you'll need to make the energy pack are 20 scraps of metal, 1 thick hide, and 2 hunks of copper. Now off with you. You can get all the materials you need at the item shop across the street there. Hurry now. Here, take this.
Now, he'll always give you 400, I think. I can't remember if it's a variable amount based on what you already have on you, or if it's just always 400 to get everything you need. But, alright, we'll get what we need for 9 scraps of metal, 2 hunks of copper. Oh, but we also have other things to take pictures of here, like wheat flour, vending machine, books, clock, fridge, and painting. Oh, and chandelier. And with that, we're up to so much more. Alright. First off, there we go. Oh, damn it. Alright, it was 9 and 2. Now, these things aren't completely worthless, but we don't really need them. We can go back and get them later, though. Now, we can't get any rolling logs for now. But we'll build this. Let me just move that there. Move that there. And that there. Now, I'll get the thick hide and as many scraps of metal as I can for now. Alright. Now that just means that when I have enough logs later, I can build a brand new energy pack for the ride pod right out the gate. And that's the kind of thing you can do with the invention stuff, where if you know what kind of stuff you can take pictures of, and what different ways you can combine them, you can make all sorts of different things, just through trial and error.
I've done it, Cedric.
Oh boy, I knew you had it in you.
In fact, if you're willing to go through and grind in the dungeon before you even reach the midpoint, you can grind out enough logs to just build the barrel pack right out the gate. And I don't know if the game accounts for that or not.
From now on, you gotta use your own noggin, find your own building blocks, and make your own new stuff.
I'll have to try that at some point.
There's still lots of building blocks hidden in this town, and I'm sure you'll find lots of new stuff wherever your travels take you.
Yeah, that's another thing. There are some things you can take pictures of that you only really get 1 or 2 chances to get to.
Keep your eyes open.
Every enemy has a specific action they can do that you can take a picture of, and every boss has a certain thing you can take pictures of as well.
I will. I'm really gonna pull out all the stops.
Either just of the boss itself, or of a specific action the boss does.
Why don't we finish up with Steve?
Like, for example, my first time playing, I didn't know that there was I could take a picture of Linda doing a specific attack in order to get a thing.
You're ready.
Alright. And with that, let's talk to Cedric.
You all set?
Okay.
And
let's
get
go.
back into the dungeon.
Time to saddle up and head out.
Now we get to drive Steve!
This door leads to the underground waterway. You'll be heading out on your own, son. I'm gonna see if I can't get something out of Need.
Loud and clear.
Keep your guard up.
Leave it to me.
I do like how this thing's pretty much driven with a handful of joysticks. I always wanted a big robot, just a robot to drive around like this. Like, it probably wouldn't be faster than a car, but it's so much more entertaining than a car.
Huh? Right there.
I bet you were thrilled when you thought you were alone here.
That's a wonderful thing to take out of context. I bet you were thrilled when you thought you were alone.
Too bad. So sad. Tear them to pieces, my little Linda.
Alright. Now, first off, gotta hop off of Steve. Okay. Okay, do the rear. I'm gonna need you to do the rear up attack again. Damn it. Do that again. Brave little Linda. That's what I needed. There. Smack them elephant cheeks. And yep, I just beat an elephant to death. Don't clip that out of context.
You little brat! I won't forget this!
He just... Woo! Woo! Doop, doop, doop.
The outside world. Right then, my heart was filled with expectation, wondering what kind of places I would find. I had no idea that the incredible adventure I was about to begin was beyond anything that I could have imagined.
Yeah, and basically that was the rundown of, just like the other weapons, the ride pod has its own unique experience. Alright, and now we continue going down, down, down through the underground waterway. Actually, give me a second. I need to make sure. Double check something. Yeah, attack and cyclone. Let me just... Wait. Wait. There. There. Perfect. Advance to the next floor. And now we got another funky cutscene. There's a lot. The game's very front-loaded with cutscenes.
Cedric!
I'm running out of things to talk about. I have no one here to bounce my ideas off of. I need... Yeah, love this. Cedric's just... just immediately just like, okay, what the fuck's going on, buddy?
I see. So you realize too, have you? Damn. But sometimes it's better not to know.
I think this is the first... I think that's the first time a curse word was said in the game. Like, I think that's the first time someone swore.
Hiding things from me. I thought we were friends, Need. What's going on? Spit it out, will you?
Okay. I can't go on hiding it anymore. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you what's going on here in this town, in this world.
And while Need's giving Cedric the rundown, we continue to go down through here. And we do need to save. Wrong memory card slot. Steve's battle. Attack and defeat all enemies using only the ride pod. Now, the thing about the ride pod is that its health meter, its fuel gauge, is also a timer. It will constantly drain the longer you use it. Now, it only says attack and defeat all enemies. It does not say that you need to actually traverse around in the ride pod. Alright, there's the exit already. So we know where to go now. We can just run around and kill everything. Our first Mimic! Yeah, the XP for, that Steve collects doubles as currency that you can only trade to Cedric to buy upgrades for it. And when you kill something as the ride pod, and then give it to Max if you switch off, the experience is split between both weapons for who you switched it to, because since they didn't use either weapon to kill it, or kill the enemy, then it gets split up between both. The experience only pools to whoever landed the killing blow, but that also means that you miss out on, you know, the medals for, say, kill every enemy using a specific weapon. For floors like this, it's always, for ride pod only floors, it really is a better idea to just let Steve get the lion's share of the experience. I knew it. Another thing when it comes to getting medals, when it comes to all this, is that when it comes to the kill every enemy in a certain amount of time, Steve is typically the one you want to use for it. Because when he does it, he's able to kill enemies a lot faster than Max or Monica later. And depending on what legs you give him, he's able to move a lot faster too. Another thing about the ride pod arms is that no matter what they are, they will always need 2 repair powders in order to fix them. Also, Steve doesn't need to just pick up and throw things, he can just kick them. Damn it! Damn it! Alright, let's see. Hang a right. Wait, what the fuck? I just looked over at Discord. Ozzy Osbourne I literally... Wonderful way to date this particular recording session. Ozzy Osbourne just died. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, another thing, sorry, brain. Trying to stay on topic of game, but another thing when it comes to breaking the crates and various throwable items with Steve is that not only do you get free items in general, but one of those free items is an item you can only get from breaking these things. Wait, what? Is that my... What just happened? But yeah, among those items you can get for free in the breakable objects is Ride Pod Fuel, which is a full restore of Steve's HP. I believe you can carry up to 5 canisters of it. Yeah. Okay, well that was repair powder, but yeah, you can get Ride Pod Fuel, which is the only thing that can heal Steve. So it's kind of important to yuck shit. Like there! Use it to refuel. And like, no matter how much, I believe it heals a flat amount, but unless you're min-maxing the hell out of it, and you have, like, near end game, and that's gonna be where we end this recording part, I guess. But yeah, once we get to the next floor, yeah, that's one. Until you get to the end game, stuff, the Ride Pod fuel is pretty much, it heals so much. It gives you so much healing for Steve that it's practically a full restore. Like, it's a full restore up until the very, very end.
So just what do you plan on doing, huh?
Well, there's nothing that I can do.
You ignoramus. What's wrong with
But
you?
yeah, fucking
You're supposed to be the mayor of this town.
Ozzy Osbourne died today. I can't believe that.
You're right, I'm useless.
Like, it was gonna happen eventually, but
Come on, Nate.
getting the news while I'm streaming and or
You used to be
playing
like this.
Dark Cloud 2 really,
Gosh darn it, Need. I
really does surprise
told
me.
you. That's it. Need. Just start the Blackstone Railroad again.
Blackstone Railroad?
The reason you shut down the Blackstone Railroad was so that no one could leave and see the outside world, right? Well, that's not necessary anymore. Now we need to leave this town and see the outside world. If we do, then we just might find a way around this.
thing here, people can't leave the town because whatever's going on outside the town has Need freaked out, so if nobody can see what's going on, nobody can panic about it.
Come on.
Right, let's reopen the railroad.
And he's all for it now. Okay, I was real scared there for a second because it hung up on that. But also, look at that goddamn train! That is a cool train!
All set, Cedric.
Like, the fucking, the pistons, the dinosaur head, the colors, just everything. I love this.
Back, isn't it, sir?
Yeah, 20% more coal today.
I believe that's Eric, I believe his name is.
Roger that.
Alrighty. Blackstone 1. Here we go.
Borneo is the big guy too. But look at this goddamn look at how cool that is! And it's so big, it needs 2 train tracks! Like, that is a massive wait, no, got it mixed up. Yeah, no, it doesn't need 2. It's just a big train. But still, that's a fucking rad train. And you can walk around the whole of the station.
Counting on you, Cedric.
Yeah, Need doesn't have the. Like, I do like that little scene there. Like, him acknowledging that he's still too scared to leave the town. But later on, after this, eventually we will get to be able to recruit people to move out of the town. He's one of them. Anyway, we'll be calling that recording session there, or that recording bit there. We'll see you next time, YouTube audience. See you tomorrow.